Drug and alcohol addiction touches families all across our viewing area, often dividing them and pushing loved ones apart. Well, this Saturday, CADAS and other organizations hope to bring Chattanoogan's together with Unity on the Bridge at Coolidge Park. We're so happy to welcome Knox Farmer, who is here representing CADAS. Kelly Weber is representing the Launch Pad, and Sammy Hatley is representing the Oxford House. So good to see you all three.
Thank you.
You're three among a pool of many. You were telling me, Kelly, 50 vendors or so are going to be there on Saturday?
Yes.
So Knox, we've talked about this before. You love coming on and sharing what the work that they do at CADAS because you are able to really help the whole family, right?
We are. It's truly a blessing to have this event and partner with the Oxford House and the Launch Pad and all the other partners and agencies that help in recovery. Saturday's going to be special, and CADAS is just blessed to be a part of it and provide a full continuum of care for those that are suffering.
I threw the ball to you first because if there's one thing I learned in talking with you and others about addiction is that it never affects just one person. So I mentioned the family because pretty much if you're watching and this situation touches your life, you're the person who should be coming on Saturday.
Absolutely. So we have many different organizations that are going to be working with us this weekend and that we work with throughout the year. Kelly and I actually are technically competitors. We both provide housing for recovery, people in recovery from drug and alcohol addiction. However, we work very closely together. We're just a big, giant community.
Well, you couldn't possibly be competitors because the truth is the problem is pretty pervasive. And so doesn't finding the right help, you don't want a long line of people waiting to get the help they need. You need multiple groups helping the situation, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So at at Launchpad, you're specifically helping women.
Yes, just women.
Same for you at Oxford House? You have
at
a
Oxford
specific
House,
group?
we help men and women,
Okay.
and we also have housing for parents that have their children.
Oh, that's very helpful.
Yes.
That's very helpful because you want to keep that support system there as much as you possibly can. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about Saturday because you've got it planned out to be a really fun day, but a pretty powerful day that kicks off in Coolidge Park with these 50 vendors. I think, Sammy, you were the tag you're it guy this morning. So who are we going to see there? Like what types of vendors are they going to be at the park?
We have treatment centers that will be present. We have counseling resources. We have the 12-step fellowships as well as housing agencies. Pretty much anything that would do with providing resources to people who are in recovery from drug and alcohol addiction will be available.
So Knox, are you thinking this is a good time for an individual person to come if they're the one struggling, but also a friend who might want some info to take back?
Absolutely. I mean, this is a day to celebrate recovery and those that are in recovery, but this is also a day for us to help anyone that is seeking recovery. And so we just want to know that there'll be resources there. I think last year we have had several individuals the day of that have gone into treatment. And so it's been a very special day for us. So
it is not something, as I understand it, that is okay, I've declared myself to be in recovery, therefore now I'm done and I can move on. It's an everyday decision that you make. So you were saying, Kelly, that part of the real powerful part of this day will be going up on the bridge for the Serenity Prayer.
Yeah. So when we started this event in 2018, it was a really small event. There were just a few of us on the bridge. Every year, with the exception of 2020, of course, it's gotten a little bigger and a little bigger. So last year we almost made it all the way across the bridge holding hands. So this year we really hope to stretch all the way across the bridge, everyone holding hands, and we say the Serenity Prayer. So it's a pretty powerful moment for everyone there. So.
Is it appropriate for me to ask you to say what the Serenity Prayer is today?
So the Serenity Prayer is it's a prayer that we use in the 12-step fellowships.
But it's not very long, is it?
No, it's not.
Can you say it?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Because there are people watching today who might not be able to be there on Saturday, so they got the Serenity Prayer today.
Yeah, that's true.
There's power in those words, isn't there? And when you say the Serenity Prayer, is it intended to be just for the person struggling? Because I would think that that prayer would be applicable to that support group walking along with them. because you're part of the success, are you not?
Absolutely. I found that my 12-step fellowship has not only helped in my recovery from drug and alcohol addiction, but also in every aspect of my life. And if you just take a breath and you think for a moment before you react, things are so much better.
Gives you an inner strength.
It gives you an inner strength. And we only have a minute left, and I want to remind people of where to go. There's a big bike ride happening. There is a talent show. So there will be 2 people who will walk away with a combined $300.
Yep.
That'll be fun to watch. But if you are out there and you're walking this journey, you should be very proud that you're walking that journey. It's not easy. Thank you all 3.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Fans take center field at this weekend's CFC matchup at Finley Stadium, and the FC appreciates you, Chattanooga. They're showing it this Sunday.
Flat, dull,
lopsided. One was just bigger than the other, and it was
depressing to look at.
At Sono Bello, we're on a mission to help women feel more confident in their curves with our innovative approach to breast augmentation.
Being a mom, you are always taking care of others. Now it's time to take care of me.
I really wanted to gain my body confidence back.